Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning? Hope you're doing great. It is morning of day 104. 104 on trail. We are light loaded today, slack packing, because we are leaving the town of Palmerton, and we're going to do one of the toughest sections of rock climbing up and out of the town of Palmerton. So we're gonna do decent mile slack pack going north, and then get picked up at the other end and go back into town for the night, and then we'll push north fully loaded from there. So we're still pushing northbound on the Appalachian Trail, doing this through hike in 2021. Had a great night last night. Had an awesome breakfast at Bert's Diner restaurant this morning. I'll show you what I had today right here. And last night went down to the Palmerton pub, just got some wings and a cold beer. Wasn't worth showing, and that's why you didn't see it yesterday, last night's video. But we are here. We just got dropped off, crossed over, and now we're up at the parking lot. But let me get you turned around and show you what's going on. Because it's gonna be a rough day today. Well, we're on the access trail. We've got lunch, we've got plenty of water, and we are ready to tackle this climb. Looking back across the bridge over there, that's what we came down yesterday to get here. Now we'll come around these trees here. We'll show you up and to the right of what we're about to go do. That up there. There we go. We're about to go up all of that and then more. So there we go. There's Palmerton side trail if you were to hike into town. 1.5, their winter trail, and the white blazes send us here. All right. Let me put y'all away where you're safe and sound so I can get a boogie on. See you when I can see you. I'll bring you back when there's a safe spot to view. About a half mile in, and here's the first view spot. There's a parking lot over there that we got picked up yesterday and started out today. There's the climb, that's the power line and rocks we cross. That is not the trail. The trail is here behind me, going that way. But this is the trail here, going up. Moving on to the next spot. And here's view number 2. And the trail coming up here. If you look real hard, you see all the white paint. 1, 2, 3 spots. Every view, they just get better and better. But give you guys about 6 feet of trail, and then I put you away because I got to climb this. That's looking up, not flat. All right, here's view number 3. That's the trail right over there. When I told you we were climbing up that spine of the mountain with the rocks, that wasn't no joke. I came right up here to the left side of that point on the trail, and this here's the spine and the rocks. I am just happy we have a light load. Fortunately, we don't have to do that right there. All right, let's move on. Right there, center screen, to the next viewpoint. Well, we survived the rock climb. We are on top, on the ridge, pushing north. It was a doozy. What is this? Oh, okay. So like every other exposed trail on the AT, there's an alternate weather trail. So that's what this is right here. This is where it tied back in. So this would take you down to the, basically to that parking lot that we were walking through in the beginning, if the weather was bad, so you didn't have to be on the exposed rock face. I remember, if you remember the Fire Scald, it had that, oh, I forget how far it was, but the bad weather alternate route. So this one here, climbing out of Palmerton, has one also, which you can see that we took the rocks, and those are just pretty good views. I'm sure I'll pay for it later with my feet, but so now we're up on the ridge, and we're gonna run the ridge, I believe, most of the day. We have one drop down and one more climb up out of a gap, and then we're off to the end to our road for the day. So let me put you guys away. I got my snacks, so now I'm gonna make some tracks. So here we go. Getting really rewarded after that climb with this nice smooth trail and a view. And I believe that is the town of Palmerton. A big old stadium, university, ball field way out there. Small shot of downtown Palmerton. I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, because that's the park right there in the kind of left center of the screen in town. You see the grass. That's the little park downtown. Pretty cool. So this was the mountain ridge that I was looking at last night, and we're gonna run it. So let's get a move on. All right, we're at our first road crossing. This village of Lower Towemsing? I don't know. Here you go, Carbon County. Ooh. And here's the trail. They're pushing right along. So I'm in my final push for the end of the day. Probably just under a mile and a half to go. Trail's fairly decent. I'm able to hold a fairly decent pace. Looks like the boulder hoppings are done. The rock scrambling is done for today. It's not done for good, just today. Humidity's up a little bit. Water consumption is high, so I'm running low. But all in all, it's been a good day. It's been a very nice day. All the good big views were this morning. It's kind of just been ups and downs like this, and then some rocky sections. So, other than this morning, it's been a fairly quiet day on the trail. No wildlife at all. Stopped for two quick water breaks and snack. And now I'm pushing into the end to the road. All right, here we are, we made it. 5 hours, plenty of miles. Should have known. Water cache is killed. And we're here. This is Smith Gap Trailhead. A bunch of hikers waiting on their rides too. But we did it. Over 12.25 miles, 5 hours flat. All right, now we'll sit and wait on one more hiker on our ride. We will end the day here, Smith Gap Road. See y'all for the end of the day wrap up. Good evening, everybody. Kilt here. Welcome to end of the day wrap up for day 104. Excuse the noise behind me. It's the AC unit. We are back here at Bert's Hostel, Bert's Restaurant in Palmerton. We had a good day today. Big rock scramble and then a lot of ridge running. Fortunately, we did it with a slack pack, so I had water and snacks and carried all the water I could and had just exactly enough to get through the day with the conditions and the terrain the way it was. I finished my water right as we got to the gravel road to wait for our ride. But we're back, we're cleaned up, we're changed, and got laundry done already. Just from the day. Why not? It's an option, might as well take it. So we get you turned around, show you the book, and get this closed out so we can get pushing for tomorrow. We got a big day tomorrow, and then we'll be in Delaware Water Gap. So no sense of sitting around. Let's get a move on. Here's the end of the day book. All right, so we already started our morning right there at the parking lot, the AT parking lot and kiosks. We showed you that. And that was at mile 1260.3 for Palmerton, Pennsylvania. And then there's the climb, the straight up climb of rocks. And that was different. It was fun. It wasn't difficult, but it was technical. It was slow going, but it was a lot of fun, and the views were absolutely beautiful. So once we got up on top, just kind of running the ridge. Running the ridge, lots of notes about the high metallic content, water's unsafe. First crossing there was Little Gap Road. That did not have any water cache, so we pressed straight over and kept moving on, and we had that climb right there at a Little Gap. That was a pretty steep rocky climb. And then run the ridge, dirt road, stopped right there at the Delps Trail for afternoon water break, and then from there pushed on to the end. And we ended right there at Smith Gap Road for day 104, mile 1272.5, which made it a 12.2 day. No, it wasn't a big day, but with the terrain and the weather, it was just enough. So now we're set and we're ready for tomorrow. And that elevation, if you're curious, was at 1540. So 1540 feet. 12.2 mile day at Smith Gap Road. Came back in here to Palmerton. So we're back here for the last night, and then we'll get up in the morning, have breakfast, and we will push on out of here. and got a big day, and we're gonna stay on trail tomorrow night and then get up and then we'll be walking into Delaware Water Gap. So say thank you to everyone who's watching and following. Hope you're enjoying it. If you got any questions, leave me a comment. I'll get them answered as soon as I can. I'm hoping I don't end up with a one-day gap of videos. I may, just due to not having any good Wi-Fi. There's not good any Wi-Fi here, and I can't get videos uploaded. I have them, they're ready, they're prepped. They just got to get up so you can see them. But bear with me if there's a one-day gap. I do apologize. So with all that said, again, my name is Kilt. We are through hiking the Appalachian Trail, going northbound in 2021. Have a good night, everybody. If you want to see more, come on back with that first cup of coffee in the morning, and I'll be here waiting on you. Bye-bye.